Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of Christian's Knife Block, where today I am going to be showing a couple examples of novelty but still quite usable switchblades. So, backstory, there's not a ton of backstory on them. I got this one from wish.com. Took about a month to ship here from good old China. I don't know if you can see that, but apparently this is, you can't really see it that well, but apparently this is a Microtech when on the package I bought it from, it said AKC. So obviously it's a fake, but it's pretty decent. The construction is solid. The knife itself is pretty sharp. The action, it's not the strongest, but it works. I mean, I've never had it fail on me. I think all in all, I paid about $15 for this one. I mean, nothing too crazy, but I was actually really surprised at how nice it was. Now, for the second one we're going to be looking at this guy. I'll be honest, I bought this because I thought it looked cool. It's, I love stilettos. I even had them in a state where I wasn't supposed to. Just randomly found it at a pawn shop, but it was, I guess, similar. It was a button stiletto. It was green, just a cool knife to have. This one it's unbranded. Apparently it wants you to think it's from Italy. It's really not. I was able to, I think, find the source for where these came from. They're just cheap Chinese ones that admittedly look pretty good. This one is, again, for a Chinese creation copy thing. It's a surprisingly well built switchblade. It's got a pretty solid spring force. I've never had it lock up on me or not deploy. I would say it's really durable, but like one day after I got this, I brought it to work to show a buddy of mine, dropped it and cracked there, but that's just whatever. It was like $50 from a local junk shop. I still thought it was cool. I like it. It's kind of fun to just play around with. And for number 3, I have my first ever out of the front switchblade, double action switchblade. This is, of all the switchblades I have had, this is by far the worst. I mean, the spring's really weak. It doesn't like popping out. It does have a pocket clip, which is kind of cool, and it has the glass breaker. So, I mean, it would be, I guess, work in an emergency. It's really loose inside, shakes around a lot. The blade itself, I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it's not sturdy. Yeah, I have stabbed trees and stuff with it before, and it hasn't broken the lock yet. But if I had to use this as a weapon, which hopefully I never would need to, I wouldn't really trust this with my life. Again, this was also bought in a place where you're not supposed to have these. Once again, at a pawn shop. I was meeting my grandmother, who has since passed on, to coordinate, or to just meet up and switch Christmas gifts from my family to hers and her to my family. And we happened to be at a bar. I was like 17. Yeah, I think I was 17 or 18. And she was just having drinks, got me one. That was kind of cool. It was a lime margarita. Anyway, it was right next to a gun, to like a very outdoors focused pawn shop. I went over there and I found this. I thought it was really cool looking at the time. I didn't really have money for it, so I begged my grandma to give me $20 so I could buy it. And I did. And unfortunately, this and my Victorinox I showed in my first video, these are the only ones that I have left of that she gave me. The rest of them all were stolen from a safe in my trunk. So, fuck Oregon. But, yeah. It's just fun to play with. It still works. I haven't really had it not fully deploy. It's just not, I mean, compared to this one, which still isn't the best, it's nowhere near as nice. And then compared to, say, like a Microtech or a Benchmade or something, there's just no real comparison. That's why I call these all novelty ones. I mean, I would say the best quality-wise was these three. Would probably have to be this one, just because it's well built, it's solid, although this one's pretty good for what it is, as a cheap $50 Chinese Delaction out of the front. Yeah. Hope you liked my video. Like and subscribe to American Dream Productions, and we will be getting more out as soon as we can. Thank you. Have a good day.